24 hours or so, much of the political reaction to the State of Capture report. For a view from the Black Business Council, we're now joined by the chairman, Selo Rasetaba. Thank you for joining us, Selo. Your response to the report, maybe also in light of what Brian Molefe had to say today.
There's no Black Business Council view on the report because we haven't met to discuss it. It just came out yesterday. So the views I'm going to express are really mine.
Sure.
And first, I'm going to express those views from what the Business Council is all about, is to look after the interest of our members. The black professionals there who, despite that they've been to university with their white counterparts, they are not promoted, or they don't get opportunities either in law firms, accounting firms, engineering firms. The black businesses out there in the field that they do not have the wherewithal for marketing, they don't get contracts, etc. It is on behalf of those people that we as the Black Business Council are a lobby group to make sure that our members get opportunities. In another way, you can say we are trying to capture the state because lobbying...
But in a good way.
Yeah, somebody put it that you can lobby but don't cross the lobby line.
Okay.
So what seems to be in this report is that people have crossed the lobby line, but we cannot pronounce on that. Like I said, there's still going to be a judicial commission of inquiry. People are saying they've not been given an opportunity to reply. But the most difficult thing with this, and one has experienced this in the past, is the perception of society. The report is out. Some people say they've not been given the opportunity to reply. I met one board member of ESCOM today. I think she serves in the board of the Reserve Bank and another board. She says there is something in the report that says they were illegally appointed.
The board was not constituted properly.
The board was not constituted properly. Now, already the two other boards, I think the other one is listed, now want her to step down from the other boards. So people must understand the consequences of judging and coming to conclusion before these things are approved. And the Public Protector herself said this morning on one of the radio stations that this report is different from all her reports. She did not make findings. She just did observations and suggested that a judicial commission of inquiry should take the matter further. What I will appeal to South Africa, let's give that process a chance and say to corporate South Africa, please don't punish board members of ESCOM and other entities mentioned in the report before these things happen, because otherwise we're just going to be in trouble, action being taken against people without them having not done anything.
Okay, so this makes absolute sense. Often she left further investigation to a second phase. She said a lot of it was outlining claims. But there are some concrete things. Should we be concerned about Brian Molefe calling one of the Gupta brothers 44 times? That was cell phone records. There are some concrete things.
One of the things I've studied, I did a master's in accounting and technology. Things that you do with Photoshop, or that technology can be manipulated. That is why you go to court to say that, is that technology that she has used to trace that really what it is? Until it is proven that he has done that, then it should be left to that. Because, one, those are the records that he said he was at a particular place. I'm not saying it has been manipulated, but two, this man, he said today when he was asked by a journalist, he was never given an opportunity to come and explain those calls. And that's the most important thing. And people get punished for things that they've done. You know, I worked with Brett Cable. One day after he has passed on, I was about to get a loan from FNB, having a term sheet for 8 million. It was just cancelled like that. Later, FNB says, no, we are sorry, because you were not involved with that type of thing. And the same thing, so for those of us who are older, we know at the moment of emotions, people can divert you, you do wrong things, and the country now is being diverted. We're not talking about unemployment. We're not talking about creating jobs. We're not talking about black industrialists. We are busy with this state capture when people don't have food to take home.
But don't you agree, if there is veracity to these claims, they do need to be taken further, and that's what you've said. But if some of these claims are true, does it not mean that it affects the poor, it affects skilled business people, black business people who maybe should be in positions, but they are not in with the right group? So surely it has an effect on transformation as well.
I'm with you on that. If these things are proven right, the necessary punishment must be meted against those who have broken the law. But we are saying we are in the process of doing that. But I'm again appeal to South Africa. Can we spend more time talking about how we can create jobs? You know, big business has been marching on this thing against the states. We, as BBC, were part of the CEO initiative. We have just been recently elected. We think when we go back in there is to say to them, when the president goes to the G20 and each of the 20 countries, 19 countries, sent its top 100 people, South Africa's big business is not there, but is busy marching against the president. When we go to BRICS, we sit with the top 50 of the Indian business. South Africa's so-called top 100 CEOs are not there, but they are dealing with other issues here. If we do that and show solidarity, because when the president travels, he's using taxpayers' money. We are not taking advantage of that to make sure. So our energy is elsewhere rather than where it should be, you see.
I agree with you, and we thank you for coming in and giving this initial response. Of course, we can only work with what we've got right now. Selo Rasitaba, the chairperson of the Black Business Council, and we have run